everyone, welcome to my vlog. My name is Joso and I'm currently here in Costa Rica, Pura Vida. Alright, so in today's vlog, we will talk about how can a Filipino get a visa to Costa Rica. First of all, Costa Rica is a visa upon arrival for Filipinos. That means that you don't need to apply for a visa ahead. Your visa will be given to you when you arrive in Costa Rica. But in order for you to have a visa, you need to follow some procedures because it is possible that an immigration officer will send you back to Philippines if you don't have all the documents that they need. Okay, so first thing first, things that you need for your flight to Costa Rica. Of course, the number one is your ticket, your passport, your bank statement, and then bookings of the place where you will stay or your itinerary, and then proof of strong ties to home country, like if you have a business in the Philippines, if you're studying in the Philippines, if you have work in the Philippines, or you have a family in the Philippines. Okay, so this is my first international country. Well, I've only been to very few places in the Philippines too. Costa Rica is my very first international country to fly in. So this is based on my experience. Flying to Costa Rica will be like 32 hours from Philippines to Costa Rica. I don't know how many days that is. I only counted the hours. So first, so there will be two additional things that you will need to show to an immigration officer. Two things will be if you are traveling and your travel is sponsored by whoever that is, or it can be sponsored by your relative, your boyfriend, your husband, your fiance. Which on my case, my travel to Costa Rica was sponsored by my fiance. So things that you need if your flight is sponsored are invitation letter and proof of strong relationship with your sponsor. It could be pictures, documents, hotel stays which are booked under the names of you two, or pictures together with your sponsor. But during this time, I suggest that you should check travel restrictions because of COVID, and we all need to be safe. So if traveling is really not necessary, please stay at home and stay safe. But if it is really necessary for you to go in Costa Rica, you should always check Tico Times. That's their news update center something website, and there you can see all the updates that you need to do traveling during COVID times. Next thing that we will talk about is how to pass an immigration officer question and answer portion. When I arrived in the airport, I forgot which airport I arrived in. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But you go to the airport for international travels, and then before your flight to Costa Rica, an immigration officer will interview you. And of course, you will also prepare your passport, your ticket, your bank statement, your itinerary, proof of strong ties to home country, and invitation letter if your flight is sponsored, and proof that you have a strong relationship with your sponsor. There are only few steps that I can, not steps, guides or tips that I can give you when it comes to passing your immigration officer question and answer portion, because they really are scary. I guess they're like a human lie detector test, so don't lie to them. Just tell them the truth, because if you lie, they might deny your flight, so lying is not an option. Alright, so I have here a few questions that an immigration officer might ask you. I have 5, and then I have, I don't know, 6 or 7 tips to pass the immigration officer question and answer. So first, the immigration officer will ask you the purpose of your travel. Well, if you're traveling for vacation, then you need to tell the immigration officer that you're traveling for vacation. Or if you're traveling to meet your loved ones, you need to tell them that you will meet your loved ones. The immigration officer will also ask you about your work, what do you do, how much do you earn, how much is your income. So you need to prepare those things. Better if you have an ID to show an immigration officer, just showing him that you really have work. The immigration officer will also ask you how much money do you have, like right now. So you can show him the bank statement that you have, or if you have a mobile application of your bank, you can just open it and then show it to them how much do you have on your bank. And you also need to bring extra cash. They are only doing this to make sure that in case something will happen to you, you will have money and you will have something to support yourself. And next thing is, how long are you gonna stay in the country or in Costa Rica? In my case, my fiance booked my flight March 13th, and then I'll stay in Costa Rica for 3 months. Because the immigration officer will also check your ticket or your flight booking. When are you coming back? That's like their biggest question, and you really need to tell them the exact date when you are coming back, because if you don't, they might deny your flight, or they might not let you go to Costa Rica. So on my case, I told them that I am going to Costa Rica March 13, and then I'll be back after 3 months. Because of the visa for Filipinos in Costa Rica is up until 3 months. That's for tourist visa. So tips on how to pass your immigration officer question and answer portion. First thing is, you need to tell the truth. You need to be patient and wait for your turn. If you arrive in there, you will see like a very long line, and you really need to be patient. You don't need to be like, sir, when will it be my turn? Is it my turn yet? Why does it take so long? Because you might piss them off too, so you need to be very nice to them. When answering all these questions asked by an immigration officer, you need to answer it with full confidence. I'm doing this, I know what I'm doing, and this and that. You need to be early, because they might ask you, why are you late? You know that you will go through this one, and you might also be late for your flight. On my case, my flight from Manila to San Jose, Costa Rica was 6 p.m. but I arrived in Manila around 11 a.m. So I waited there that long just to not be late. You need to be prepared too. You need to prepare all your documents. It can be printed. I guess you really need to print those documents in case your phone will die, your computer will die, in case you don't have a backup or something. So it's better if you can print all your documents so that you can show it to them, or you can just hand it to them and then they'll check it. That's so easy. And the very last one is pray. Pray that you will pass the immigration officer question and answer portion, that you'll be confident. Alright, so well, aside from those things, if you want me to show some of my travels in Costa Rica, I'll be sharing it maybe next time, or I'll make a video of it, but only to show you pictures, trips that we had in Costa Rica, what places to visit in Costa Rica, and how is the life in Costa Rica, or what's the difference between living in Costa Rica and in Philippines. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.